G'day boys and girls, it's down here in Happy Valley Reservoir on a beautiful Monday morning. It's a little bit overcast, but it's not cold, let's just say, and it's not raining. It's kind of dry. The ground is still a little bit damp here and there, but it's a real nice time of year, autumn here in lovely Happy Valley Reservoir. Just have a look at some of these flowers and shit around the place. Nice, eh? Bloody beautiful. Anyway, I'm here today to tell you about my new bike. Well, it's a bit over a week old now. I bought an analogue bike and here it is. It is a Merida Crossway 500. It's a mid-range kind of hybrid bike, I guess you'd call it. Good enough to ride on gravel, good enough to ride on the road. You can pump these tyres up to around about 80 psi. And yeah, she weighs about 14.5 kilos, or just under actually. Although probably now with this rack on the back, it's probably just over 14 kilos, but that's a fairly lightweight Tetra rack by Topeak, which can sort of clip on and off on there. But yeah, quite liking this bike. It's light enough to be able to stand up and do the climbs on. It's got a lockout fork as well with 60mm of travel, although if you look at it, today I've only probably used about 35-40mm of travel, but I'll try and keep it locked out where I can. And just in some of these parts in here it gets a bit rocky, you know, you sort of need it. But yeah, there's the little lockout there, little switch there. Pimped it out with these red grips and these red Azure pedals, and got my little saddle bag there with spare tube and bits and pieces in there to get me out of trouble. Got the nice little pump on here and water bottle holder. So yeah, it's got disc brakes on it, 30 speed transmission, Shimano Dior XT. So yeah, she got 10 on the back and 3 on the front. So yeah, nice little bike actually. These tyres are pretty cool. They're pretty hardy. Haven't had a puncture yet, fingers crossed. They're called Maxxis Overdrive 2 Silkworm. So the silk technology underneath the sort of tyre tread there is kind of a puncture proof or puncture resistant kind of offering that they do. Shimano brakes. So yeah, pretty good little bike. So yeah, getting into riding this analogue bike sort of every day or once every couple of days, just trying to you know, just trying to build up a bit of fitness. Haven't ridden the e-bike in 10 days now. I'll be going away to Melrose this weekend coming. So that'll be good. It should feel pretty fun actually to get on an e-bike after riding an analogue bike, you know, for the last 2 weeks kind of thing. But yeah, not much else I can say about it. But yeah, just looks nice though, doesn't it? Nice, go fast red colour. Oh yeah, and the kickstand. Gotta love the kickstand. I'll tell you what, kickstands are bloody underrated, mate. Even on a bike like this with a hard tail, it doesn't flip down on me. It's nice and rigid when you flick it up. You know, it's obviously you wouldn't be putting one on a mountain bike and doing jumps and that, but yeah, bloody good thing to have, especially when you want to store it in the garage or just park it at the cafe or whatever. Anyway, to get back to it, going to go down the bottom of the reservoir here right at the front now and grab a coffee. Hopefully the little cafe's going. So yeah, catch you around. Hey, right.